Today we are going to have Carson Lewis's IEP meeting. Right now I'm going to go around the table and introduce everyone that is at the meeting. First we have Carson Lewis, the student, her parents Miles and Lynn Lewis, her English teacher, Salder, her special ed English teacher, Venverlo. We have Bailey, the SPED coordinator. We have myself, the environmental teacher and the case manager. We have Chris, the health teacher. We have Cramsey as her resource and algebra teacher. We have Witham as her consumer ed teacher. We have Steinke, the principal, and Sheeler, the choir teacher. We're going to go over the IEP right now because it's an IEP review to make sure that everyone is on the same page, make sure Carson knows what she wants, and her parents. We are at Quincy Senior High School right now, District 172. The date today is 4/26/2020. Her special education primary category is learning disability. Her special education eligibility category is speech. And the third one is emotional. Right now, for her scores, her Western Individual Achievement Test 3, she scored a 79. Basic reading, a 79. Reading comprehension, a 79. Total reading, a 78. Written expression, a 74. Mathematics at 81, and math fluency 75. Her social and emotional behavior, Carson has anxiety, and attention can negatively affect her in high school, post-secondary education, and the workforce. Carson comes to class daily with a smile on her face. She is eager to help others, peers, and adults. She is a careful young lady and wants to do her best work, and she wants to please her teachers. She supports herself, which helps her be successful at school. Talking to her parents, they think that Carson's parents are concerned that Carson doesn't take responsibility for her schoolwork that needs to be completed outside of the school day. With that come in mind, we are going to start putting her homework on Schoology, emailing parents every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to let her know what is going on, and so they can keep track of what Carson is doing. For her assessments, no student will participate in classroom assessment with no accommodation, and yes, the student will participate in classroom assessments with accommodations. The state assessment, Carson will participate in the PSAT 9, the PSAT 10, and the SAT assessment with accommodations. The district assessment, we do not have administrator district-wide assessments. The current state standardized test, reading, her test score was a 79, which she received this year in her 11th grade. Her writing was a 74, which she got this year in 11th grade. And her math was an 81. Her accommodations are provide study guides, allow time for review, tests read aloud when required, allow fact or formula note cards for exams, give accurate amount of time to respond, keep daily assignments posted, allow for extended time when and how much. The written assessment over 2 pages, reading assessment over 20 pages. This was for both the classwork, assignments, and assessments. The locations are in all of her subjects that she will be taking. This is where she will have her accommodations. For the communication for family, we will inform the child's academic process and extend which the process will be. Parents will be informed by phone calls and emails. For extended school year, we all agreed that she would not do any, and she would not have ESY. We did however, agree on having ninth hour, which ninth hour is for students that are failing or missing assignments. They will stay an extra hour after school, and they will get help from their teacher, from another teacher, to get her caught up in classes. We all agreed that she would do this. The child is designed instruction for the following areas. The special education services are in the classroom. It will start the first day of school and end at the end of the school year. The provider will be the special ed teachers that are in her classes, where she has 2 teachers. So myself would be one, and her other teacher, Vimverla, would be one, and her English teacher. And Creamsy would be her other teacher, special ed teacher, in her math and her resource class. This will be every day. We also just joined, our social worker just came in, and our social worker says that Carson is coming to her at least twice a week just for emotional help, just to get talked to, just to get her emotions out, so she's not going off on the wrong people. Which one are we at? Also, talking to all of her teachers in class, I want to go over it to make sure that mom and dad know what's going on in her classes. In Sheila's class, her behavior is Carson is very respectful to students. She follows the expectations of the class. She's appreciated and well liked by the other students, and helpful and friendly. In Creamsy's math and resource, Carson can easily handle 80% of her math goals. She's using note sheets for assessments and sometimes the extended time. It depends on how hard the test is. She's using her resource hour to work on homework or missing assignments. By her English teacher, Stalder, Carson is getting better to coming to ninth hour, using her time to work. She's also doing well at reading during independent reading. She used to spend a lot of time on her phone, but we don't see that as a problem, as she's already talked to parents and she's supposed to give her phone to the teacher. For me in class, Carson works well in class. If she has problems, she does ask for help. She gets things turned in on time, and if she needs more time, she will talk to me or the other teacher to get extended time. In health class, Carson is really well behaved in the classroom. No discipline issues. She has been having issues where she starts to cry, start on her assignments, but does not finish them. And this is where we're sending her paperwork to the ninth hour teacher so she can get them done. With them, they spoke with mom on several times about her grade in class. Overall, she's doing better and is in the process of raising her grade and getting it higher. Carson is able to navigate the school grounds on her own. Her attendance is very good and she comes to class on time with the proper schoolwork. Carson has met her speech language goals and has made a great progress. Carson has been able to use context to determine the meaning of vocabulary words. She was able to recall and fill in the blank these vocabulary words several weeks later. Carson is able to explain the meaning of language. Carson has met all her speech language goals and continually made progress. Carson will receive support and assistance to achieve this objective. She will have fewer than 3 missing assignments for first semester of 2019-2020 school year. Carson will receive support and assist to achieve the objective. She will have fewer than 2 missing assignments for the second semester of 2019-2020 school year. Carson will receive support, assistance to achieve this objective. She will have 1 or no missing assignments for the second semester for 2021 school year. We've talked to parents over this meeting. Everyone agrees of what we put in plan. We've talked to Carson to see how she's feeling. She's okay with what we're doing right now. Ninth hour, she's okay with her having no speech anymore and going to the social worker. If we have any other problems, we'll call each other, emails. But this concludes our meeting for Carson.